Hello guys, today's video is going to be a tutorial on how to do Hello World and AT&T assembly in x86-64. So this will work if you have an Intel or AMD chip. It certainly won't work if you have ARM or Apple Silicon. So make sure you have the correct hardware to do this. And with that out of the way, let's get to it. So the first thing is our compile.sh. So let's go into that. Essentially what we're doing is we're generating an executable with CMake and running such executable. So let's take a look at our CMake lists.txt file. So what we're doing here, you don't really need to worry about everything else. We're setting our source files to tutorial.asm, and we're linking with libc. The reason we're linking with libc is so that we can call standard C functions, those being printf and exit. We'll need these functions to print to the screen and exit our program. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's actually get into our tutorial.asm. Okay, the first thing we'd like to do is specify the syntax. We're using AT&T syntax. The next thing will be our text section. Basically, everything below section.text will be interpreted as text, meaning we can run it, essentially. Next, we're going to create a global label called start. Start is the entry point to our program, and the reason start is a global label as opposed to a not global label is because the compiler needs to see start so we can start executing the code from there. And if start isn't a global label, the compiler has no idea from where to start, and that's why start has to be global. The next thing is that we'll like to use two external functions, printf and exit. We need to tell the compiler that underscore start is a label. So let's just assign it a type that is no type. No type tells the compiler it's a label. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's actually get to start. And let's begin by calling printf. Okay, so printf will take in a string, so let's define that real quick. String will be called msg. .ascii z essentially makes it a zero terminated string. So let's make it say hello world followed by \n, which essentially means new line. We also need to tell the compiler that msg is an object, meaning it cannot be executed. Objects are like variables. You can't run a variable. So yeah, let's make it an object. Anyways, the next thing we'd like to do is put msg for our first argument, which is the RDI register. The only problem is that printf takes in a string. A string is a const char pointer, and that pointer part essentially means that we aren't directly moving the string. Instead, we're pointing the string. RDI will point to MSG, and the way we make it point is we use LEA, as you all know. So let's do that. The MSG and RDI. And now RDI points to MSG as opposed to storing it. And the Q just means that RDI is a 64-bit register. So yeah, I shouldn't be treating you like babies by telling you that. You probably already know what the suffixes mean. Anyways, exit. So let's just call our exit function. Exit does take in a parameter, that is the exit code, which is an integer. So since it's an integer, we aren't going to move into RDI, we're moving into EDI, as you all know. So let's just move L, because it's an integer. Let's move 0 for exit success into EDI. Now, it's actually faster to use XOR, so we can actually XOR EDI with itself, and that's a faster way to put 0 in a register. Anyways, that should be it, so let's exit. And finally, let's execute our compile.sh file. We didn't get any errors, and you can see that we got a hello world message. So anyways, next tutorial I'll be creating a window with OpenGL, and maybe in the next tutorial after that we render like a triangle or something. Anyways, bye for now.